Hi foodies, today we are going to make Ghirardelli semi-sweet chocolate chip cookies. Yay, 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 yay! Okay, so this really is such a simple, you can use the recipe right on the back of the bag of the chocolate chips. Okay, you can use that recipe right there, it works just fine. It takes a couple of sticks of unsalted butter. It takes a couple of cups of flour, some salt, and some baking soda. Okay? Got it. Alrighty. And then, over in this bowl, what we're going to do is just set aside our flour over here behind us, out of our way. And I've got a couple of eggs. And what we're going to do is take this sugar. I use, the recipe calls for 50-50, 50% white, 50% dark. I use 100% dark sugar. I like it with dark sugar, but if you like, you use white sugar, 50-50 to the other. Okay, now, what we do is we are going to get our butter in here, butter right in, and what we're going to do, the first step here is, and sometimes, depending on what I'm making, I don't really cream with the beaters, but in this case, I love these chocolate chips and I cream our butter to the sugar, and I make sure before I put the eggs in, I hold the eggs off to the side, that we get it creamed with our brown sugar. So let's get our mixer going. Let's get it going on here. And what we're gonna do, creaming essentially means we take the sugar and we take the butter. The sugar and the butter is mixing together, and we're gonna make it like a beautiful creamy texture that is going to be just melt in your mouth chocolate chip cookies, okay? So when the recipe calls for creaming, make sure you do cream, because if not, it will taste as if the butter is separate from the sugar, but you want it to be all part together, creamed together, so that it has a beautiful texture. And we're using dark brown sugar. You could use light brown sugar for this if you like. It'll just mean the cookie will be a little lighter. But what we're going to do is get this all creamed up here. And I like to get it creamed up really well before I add the egg in. So we're still going here. I can see it when the sugar starts to disappear and all I'm seeing is a brown color. Okay, so right now what I'm seeing here is it's starting to disappear. Okay?
I think dark brown takes longer than light.
Yeah, it could. This is dark brown, but you have to make sure you get it creamed really well. And when you get it good in here like this, and when I look in here now, I still see some of the sugar. So I need to make sure we get it going really well. And if you have a stand mixers work really well for this. You can let the stand mixer do the job rather than your arm. I just didn't bring out the stand mixer. One less thing to clean, right? Okay.
Maybe if you turn it up the speed.
You know? So we could turn it up a little bit. Oh, now it's looking really well. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with our eggs now. And I'm gonna go one egg at a time. This recipe calls for 2 eggs. It's the full recipe. I might not bake the full recipe today. What I might do is just put half of it in the refrigerator, and you can put your dough in the refrigerator and then you can bake off the next week. It stays in the refrigerator just fine. Okay, so here comes the last egg. Alrighty, all of it in. And we're gonna get this going good. See how nice he's looking? Alright. So we're looking really well. Okay, so when we come back, we're gonna continue our process and start adding our flour and then get our chocolate chips in there. And then we will start filling our trays and getting them in the oven. So this is Pete.